All right, here we go. Big Dead Shit, day 1087 at the park. So sometimes you hear me have those harebrained plans and stuff, and I figure, okay, you know what? On what was it, day 1000? Okay, I'm gonna get that machine for my place and do it every day, which I did, but not like the extent of like I thought I was gonna do, like 30 minutes every day. But I'm glad I have it because it becomes a daily habit, and you have the whole thing on. I just got to get my mentality up to get it better. Now, as I am getting older, right, and we're getting towards another year, my upper body is getting really weak. And so, before, at least, when I went to gym, I just did the machines and stuff, and I figured, okay, or just do some weights, the dumbbells, and it's perfectly fine. But I realized I didn't do that for a very, very, very long time, at least almost a whole year, right? Well, since March, February, it depends on how many times I was walking then, But so I figure, okay, you know what? I think it's time that I get one of those machines. Now, there's machines for everything. Don't get me wrong, okay? Like, you have a bench machine, a shoulder machine, squat machine, all that kind of stuff, right? So if you're going to have one machine to be in your place and take up all the room, you have to get a machine that's going to, that's going to use the majority of, that you could get it most efficient, okay? So like the machine that I have, like the AMT, the one, it's like I could do steps and I could do elliptical. Well, frontwards, backwards, up and down, running, all this stuff. And plus you have the arm motion. So it's actually a really highly efficient machine, and I'm really happy that I got it, right? And so I have that. Now, for those other stuff like weights, I noticed that like when I go to the gym, I enjoy the cable machines, okay? Now, there's one in particular that I remember it would, it like had the arms out like this, and then you like could push in or pull, push down or pull back. And, it's like, from highs and lows and stuff. I'm like, oh, wow, it has adjustable arms like a butterfly, right? I think, wow, if I had that, I could do the bench, incline, decline, regular, and then I could turn around, I could do like the lat row from high, low, so, and then, so that coupled with the other machine that I have, I would have the full workout, and it's a machine that I enjoy too. So I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I had to find out what it was called, and then so after extensive research, I found it's called a free motion dual cable crossover. Okay, so I saw some other ones that are like, lesser brands, whatever, but I physically used this one at the thing. I figured, okay, how much could it be? $2,000? $3,000? Now let's try $5,000. I'm going, oh my gosh, $5,000 for this machine. I'm looking for a used one, and then nobody has a used one. Well, okay, they have one in like Tucson, Arizona for like $2,500 actually. And then so I would have to go rent a car and be able to go there and transport it, and that'd be like $1,000. But still, $3,500. And then so I'm looking at the brand new one. So they have one version of it's $4,200, and but still, I'm trying to evaluate: are these worth it? Right? I have no idea, because okay, You know what that AMT, the Precore AMT machine, right? Advanced Movement Technology or whatever. When I bought it at $1,100, I'm thinking like, okay, you know what? I spend $40 a month at the gym. So 12 at 480. So it's about, roughly a little more than 2 years. Okay, this machine is good for 2 years. Okay? And then, even though it's going to last me way longer than that, but I'm just saying you can pay it off for 2 years. But that's only, $1,000. This one's $5,000. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So in order to make this efficient, I need to work really hard for 10 years. Which, okay, I get it. 10 years, I should still be working out and whatever. But then again, this machine, when I go to the gym, ever since I was a kid, I would love to do the cable stuff, from looking at those bodybuilder magazines or when I was playing football, wrestling, track, all that stuff. So it's one of those ones where this is one of those rest of your lifer type things. And it might be worth it. Because, if you buy a new car, right, it's going to go down and depreciate when you need new wheels. I know, I get it. This one, even though you spend that much money, the cables wear out or the handles wear out. But the thing is, cables, cost like, I don't know, $100 at the most? I don't know how much they cost. But you replace it and then still good to go. The machine itself is 1,000 pounds, right? The weights alone are 210 on each side. But, I don't need that much weights on each side. But, I don't know. It's just weighing out to seeing if cost effective. Now, I know some people will say like, hey, you just got to just use what you do. Go get gallons of milk or whatever, sandbags, lift those things. But it's one thing where you do it on your own, you do it with like minimal equipment, but when you get the commercial grade equipment, oh, okay, it's not coming my way, is it? Okay, for those of people that like fireworks or firefighters, there you go. Okay. I have no idea why. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I know that I would do it because, like, okay, when you do a push-up, obviously you could just do push-ups and then you're perfectly fine, right? Everyone would be like, oh yeah, push-ups are great. But the thing is, you don't want to do it because, well, they're push-ups. But then if you go to like your friend's, garage, go, hey, let's do some bench press. If it's one of those ones where it's like, like a really inexpensive one, it's like all shaky side to side, like you didn't put it together well. Like, oh man, I don't want to do this. It sucks. But then you get to the commercial grade one where it's like super sturdy and you feel like, like, oh wow, feels really nice. You actually want to do it and it makes it a lot easier. So it's kind of funny, but it's like the more easier things are, the more people would want to work out more to lose weight. Even though to lose weight it's really hard, right? So, I don't know. But this machine, I'm really thinking about getting it. I just can't get myself to go like, hey, $5,000. There goes my house for a couple months, right? And yeah, I mean, this would be like the biggest thing I ever bought. A computer doesn't even come close. No, I take it back. Okay, car's way more than this thing. But it's it's just amazing on how the perspective goes. And then think about how, what goes through your mind when you want to justify getting one of these things. I mean, in reality, will I be okay getting like some resistance bands and tied to my door? I mean, yeah, I could. But in reality, too, I have to wait till I get a house to get this thing. Because, I mean, I'm sure I could fit it in somehow. But it's like, with my living room, I'm going to be moving out my couches, my TV, so I can put in the gym. But that would be pretty cool. Have like, the live streaming, like my YouTube stuff. That can't go. That has to stay. And then the AMT machine, the stepper. And then free motion dual cable crossover. Yeah. Whatever. But whatever it takes to get me to lose weight, get healthier, I think that's what we have to do. All right, there you go. You get a shit day 1087 in the books. So, I'm kind of upset. Okay, so for the past, I don't know, whatever minutes it was, I looked, when I took my break, I was sitting on that benches and I saw that audition thing for Let's Make a Deal. I do the thing, and then so I'm like, filling out the form. You have some pretty witty responses to the questions, and just basically just see what it's like to get on the game show. So I record that video, and I'm waiting for it to upload. And so I made the mistake on pressing forward, just seeing what else I had to answer. And then when I tried to go backwards, it went straight back to my Facebook, and I couldn't get back onto the form. I'm like, oh. So I can't submit it until I see that ad again, which kind of sucks. But you know what? You never know unless you try, right? So anyways, the whole thing is on when you try to do whatever it is you want to succeed at, right? School, business, life, whatever, it comes down to either let things happen naturally, or you do whatever it takes to try and like speed things up. So going with that's not always the best thing to do, but sometimes you got to do whatever it takes to get things done, right? I'm blocking off the sun with my hand. So like if I get that machine, it's like I know that cost effective wise, probably not the greatest thing in the world. I could always go to Fitness 19 and pay $19 a month and use that thing. So even if I went to fitness that thing for however many years, then I could have that machine plus a bunch of other machines for half the price. It took me 20 years to pay off that one machine, $20. But you still don't have that convenience to do it whenever you want at your home. Because considering, yes, that's where my whole life revolves until I like walk outside. But, having your own 24-hour fitness in your own room, whether it's that, the AMT machine or the dual cable crossover machine, that's basically what you're paying for. You're paying for your own stuff. I guess that's how the celebrities and stuff do it, but I'm not a celebrity. I'm not world famous. Well, in a big way. But I don't know. But it's something that I probably have to do. Same thing with like the eating and stuff. I'm doing what I can, like a whatever it takes thing. I realize that I'm torn in between the not eating that much but eating a lot. Like yesterday I ate like a ton of spinach and eggs. And then that's what I ate. Drank a lot of water. I mean, if I could do that, eat chicken every day, it'd be crazy. But anyways, whatever the case is, if you have that determination in your mind, you got to do whatever it takes to succeed. All right? I mean, just don't break the law. All right. Anyways, Big Daddy Shit, day 1087. If I could exercise 1087 days in a row, you could exercise 1087 days in a row. If I could do it, you could do it. I'm doing it. Whatever it takes.